Do you believe everyone deserves forgiveness? What about people who have committed heinous crimes in the world? What about people who have abused you, hurt your family, hurt your child? Do all those people deserve forgiveness? That's what we're talking about in today's video. So hello everyone, my name is Autumn Asphodel and I am a coach to help you live your best life and learn to forgive the people who have hurt you. So enjoy the video. Do you believe everyone deserves forgiveness? What about people who commit heinous crimes? Or those that personally harmed you or your family? Do they deserve forgiveness? Did you give a yes, no, or it depends answer? Think about your answer and why you came to that conclusion. Surely a no or it depends answer would be the most common. Does everyone deserve forgiveness? Well, it depends on what they have done, right? Usually, you will find that people cannot forgive everyone, especially those that have done harm to them or their family. The lack of forgiveness forms a grudge, which is unhealthy. So why are people unable to forgive? When someone has done something so bad to you, such as violated your trust, go behind your back, cheat on you, or even things much worse, you form a hatred towards this person in your mind. This hatred can grow and even consume you if left unchecked. This is a natural response, and we all do it, but it doesn't actually help us. All it does is make us more angry, hostile, and frustrated. It may even lead us to doing destructive things in return to get back at the person. If that is the case, then we have not learned anything from the negative experience and instead are being uncivilized and immature. This, of course, is a natural human response. Deep down, you know someone that you have resentment towards for what they did to you. Thinking about it brings you anger and frustration. You may even want to get back at them because you hold a grudge. It even influences your life in many other areas when you really think about it. But imagine now the idea of forgiving them for what they have done without expecting an apology in return. Can you do it? If not, we're going to discuss some ways of going about this. Forgiveness is something that is quite difficult to be able to actually properly do because so many people would rather hold a grudge against someone and have hatred within them for something that happened to them. Hatred leads you nowhere. All hatred does is make you feel worse about yourself, make you view the world from an angry perspective, and make you want to seek revenge. But all it does is just rile you up and make you feel worse. Forgiveness is the true answer. As we've discussed, resentment towards another makes you get all worked up and angry without anywhere to release it, which makes you want to seek revenge. Put the brakes on and channel that energy into something productive. All the negative energy that comes up can be utilized in an efficient manner to make sure your voice is heard and you actually have a cause to fight for. An example, perhaps there was a loophole in the law that allowed someone who physically violated your child to get a lower sentence or not face jail time. You may want to see this person rot in jail for what they have done, but they are set free. Do you hunt them down and try to ruin their life? Some people do, but this is immature. Rather, channel the energy into something that is going to help. Perhaps this had to happen to expose the loophole in the law so that you could start a movement to patch it up and ensure criminals pay the time they deserve. You start a movement and make progress at ensuring that no one else has to suffer the way you did when the abuser was set free. Secondly, forgiving another is about forgiving yourself. Perhaps you blame yourself for what happened and this leads to shame and guilt. But is it really your fault? You have to forgive yourself first and realize the lesson life is teaching you. Yes, we all make mistakes and maybe you did screw up, but that doesn't mean you cannot learn from it to be more prepared for the next time. And lastly, let go of negativity and forgive. This is an emotional journey of forgiveness. You feel hatred towards another, even guilt for what you have done. But it all leads to you being able to forgive the other person. No matter what they have done to you or someone close to you, it is your duty to forgive them. Why? Because forgiveness is a sign of healing. It truly shows that you have healed from the wounds and are ready to move on. The inability to forgive leaves you trapped in a negative state, so you must go through that difficult journey to heal yourself by forgiving those who have wronged you. It is difficult to forgive, but is the most beneficial thing you can do to move on from past trauma and things that have caused you so much pain. Forgive those whom you had a grudge against, and motivate yourself to do something productive about it, such as educating people on how to heal, and you will find true happiness and no longer live with pain, guilt, or resentment towards something that happened in the past. Let me know how this works for you. Have a great day. So the question is, can you forgive people who have wronged you? Can you learn to forgive those people that have abused you? Again, this is a very, very difficult thing. I know that it is. Such a difficult, hard thing to actually comprehend, to be able to think within your mind, how can I forgive my abuser? How can I forgive the people who have wronged me? The way to look at it is not with them, but with you. If you're able to forgive them, then that shows you how much you have grown. It is a sign of strength. Your inability to forgive makes you unable to move on from the problems from the past. Your ability to forgive people who have wronged you, letting go of grudges, letting go of hatred, shows how much compassion and kindness you have within your heart, that you're able to move past what happened to you. It's a very difficult thing to forgive, and it will take time because you will have hatred. You will wish the worst upon your enemy and what they have done to you. But that leads you nowhere. Instead, you have to channel that energy into something productive. You have to learn to build yourself up, find a community, and learn to overcome this obstacle, because that's the reason why it exists within your life. Be sure to check out the amazing merchandise over at Asphodel Shop for some inspiring designs. I'm sure you will find some interesting ones. Also become a member of $5 up and above to get early access to new content weeks and months before anyone else has public access to it. I want to thank you all so very much for watching this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. I'm really curious to hear it. You all take care, have a great one, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.